Hi everyone, this is she, Miss Nobuntu, and you're watching my channel, Miss Nobuntu, titled the same as my name. So today I am here to do a very fun video for me anyway. I am here to talk about my favorite things, and this time it's food. I'm going to be very short. It's not a lot of things, so let's get to it. I realize also that you will get to learn a lot about me, probably, or something at least about me, from just finding out what my favorite foods or favorite things right now are to eat or to drink or to have as one of the ingredients when I'm cooking. So without further ado, let's begin my favorite things list, at least for this month. So one of my favorite things that I've recently discovered is Tabasco sauce, Chipotle. Now, if you don't know, now you know. This for me is one of my favorite things. It took me a second to figure out where I knew the taste from, because I was at a restaurant the first time. I mean, this is still very new. So I was at a restaurant the very first time I tasted it, and it was very familiar to me, and it registered in my brain, and it took me a while. But this is taco spice. If you grew up eating tacos with mince, you know, cheese, lettuce, tomato, there was a spice that you would have to put in the mince to cook while you were cooking the mince to put in the tacos, and this tastes just like that spice. So this smoked red jalapeno Tabasco sauce, the Chipotle flavor one, is taco spice, and it took me a moment. So when I discovered that it was taco spice, I had a great use for it. It really works better when you have cooked it somehow, whether you add it in mince if you eat meat, or whether you add it in vegetables, but you're still going to roast them, you're still going to put them under heat. This cooks really well. When it's raw, it kind of has an odd aftertaste if you don't like it, you know, that kind of aftertaste vibe to begin with, but it works well when it's cooked. Let me zoom into it and I'll tell you how I use it. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Okay. So this is what the packaging looks like. It tells you very clearly that it is Chipotle over here. It's Tabasco Chipotle. It's a Tabasco brand, but it's Chipotle. And this is what it looks like. Over here they have like suggestions on how to best use it. Use it for marinade, like I said. It cooks very well. You can also use it for basting and for a quick fix, but it works really well when you cook with it. And that's what it looks like. So next up, after I discovered how to use this Tabasco Chipotle, I started to use it when I was making myself some tacos Mexicana. I make a lot of food on my own. I make my own peanut butter. I make a lot of food. I like to cook. I also make my own nachos Mexicana recipe. I use this tortilla style corn chips. Corn chips are my favorite kind of chip to eat. Corn and rice chips are my favorite kind of chip to eat. I like that they have bite, they have a lot of texture to them. And this is a new brand I found. It was just on sale, so I thought, let me try it out. And I tried it out, and it works very well when you're doing a tacos Mexicana. It's called Fiestas, and this is the sea salt and black pepper flavor. There were two more flavors. There was a cheese flavor and there was a sweet chili flavor. I don't like flavored chips, crisps. I don't like flavored anything. So I always stick to salt and vinegar, or things like sea salt and black pepper, because I know what that is. And I can see how you could sprinkle that onto something, you know. So this is my next favorite thing. I usually layer. So I'll layer these tortillas, one layer, and then I will marinate cubed tomatoes in the Chipotle sauce. So I will layer my nacho chips, and then I will put some cheese on there, strong cheddar cheese, you know, flavorful cheese, layer of nachos, cheddar cheese, and then you sprinkle your cubed tomatoes that have been soaked in some or marinated in some chipotle sauce. And then after that, you close the door and don't tell anybody that you have just made yourself nachos mexicana, because it's really good. You have that, you put it in the oven, and then you take it out and all the cheese is melted, and then you put some guacamole on top. Let me just zoom into this so you can get it in for yourself. But what I will say about this product, what really disappointed me, because I do have another favorite corn chip brand, which I will tell you about when I have it in the house. The only downside about this is that it has some GMOs in it, so that's my only concern. And then there's also iodinated salt and things like that. But besides all of that, it's actually a good tortilla chip. Also found that when you've opened it but you haven't finished the whole packet and you just roll it down and you put a peg in it, the next time you open it, it's not as crispy. So Jumbo brands, you need to work, but without killing us. But you need to work. But this is a great product. So this is what the nacho chips brand looks like. This Fiesta's over there, and you know, just normal chips. The typical Mexican man in a hat. And this is where you see Jumbo brands. It's a good chip. I do recommend it if you're not bothered about it being containing some GMOs and containing things like cow milk. That's probably for the cheese flavor. I recommend it. It's a really good tortilla chip. Okay, so next up on my list of favorite things to eat this month is this 5 Roses green tea. And it's the apple and pear flavor. I mean, I like plain green tea. I like mint flavored green tea. I'm not so much that into lemon flavored green tea, but this flavor, this apple and pear flavor, I mean, no sugar, no sweetener, no nothing. It tastes really good. I am obsessed with it. And it's very well priced. This is about, it ranges depending which store you get it from. It ranges from about 17 Rand 99 to about 22 Rand. So it's very well priced and it's really good and just smooth. It goes down very well. Don't leave it in there for soaking for more than 3 minutes, otherwise it gets bitter. But if you know me, you know that I love tea, and this is a great new addition to my love for herbal teas and herbal infusions that can be infused to make tea or iced tea in the summertime. But I drink it as hot or cold tea even in the summer. I'm having some right now. So I truly recommend this. It's a great flavor, and I love what 5 Roses is doing with teas, you know. Great herbal teas at decent prices, and they are very well blended blends, and they suffice. They suffice if you're not willing to pay 40-50 Rand for 20 tea bags. So this is a good brand, good flavor. Try it out and let me know in the comment section what you think. And also let me know in the comment section what your favorite things to eat, to drink right now are. It could be just this week, because you know your palate just changes and needs different things every week or every now and then. So let me know what your favorite thing to eat is. Write down here in the comments section and share, and so I can learn some things about you as well. Alright, so let's move on to the next and last thing on my favorites list for this month. Okay, so on to the next favorite thing for November are these ginger bonbons. These are amazing. They also come in other brands. Any brand that you pick up is I've tried 3 brands so far, and any brand that you pick up that I've picked up so far has been really good. And what is enjoyable to me about these in particular is that they are just so satisfying. I've had this packet for a very long time now, almost a month and a half. It's just really satisfying, and you don't have to eat you know, these sweets every day, I want to show you what they look like. This is what it looks like once you take it out of the package. And yeah, they have a very jelly-like taste to them, and they're just really gingery and yummy. If you like ginger flavor, and if you're having like a throat situation if you're having a throat situation, or you're just having a little this is a good alternative to going out and buying lozenges. Obviously there aren't sugar-free ones at this point, so we're still having the sugar ones, which is why I don't eat them a lot as much as I do like them. There is a brand that I know that has sugar-free ones, but that's not that different from just having ginger and chewing it in your mouth. So you can just might as well do that if you want a sugar-free version of this bonbon. This ginger bonbon is made from sugar, tapioca starch, ginger and vegetable oil. And I've watched a couple of tutorials on how to make them online, and it's pretty straightforward, so you can make some for yourself as well. But this ginger bon brand is a really good one. I really like it as well, and they have a nice price, and there's a lot inside compared to the other brands that are a little bit more expensive. So if you want to try them out for the first time, I would suggest this ginger bon first, and then go on to the other ones, and then you decide which brand that you like the most. But this is also one of my favorite things for November, actually, and I don't know if kids will like this. The texture is great for them, but I don't know if they'll like the heat of the ginger. You can try, but this, go out and buy this, and tell me what you think in the comment section below. If you try any of these favorites for November, come back to this video and tell me in the comment section below what you think of these products that you've seen me talk about as my favorite products. So that is it for my favorites list for, what month is it? November. It's going to probably be a long favorites list next month. Thank you so much for coming along on my favorite things list for November. Stay blessed, be blessed, and I will see you next time.